That sequence there, I'm personally very, very excited. I like all the sequences, but I really like that sequence.
The whole final sequence of the C-5 getting into the Hummer, in the plane, falling to the dam, the water work, it's just huge. What the hell? What the hell?
It even blows my mind every time. I'm like, what? It's so crazy.
The Rev 9's right on them, and so they're kind of forced to run for cover onto this C-5 plane that's about to take off. Everybody really wanted to do a scene in the plane where we had this big fight going on and gravity with variable G. I talked to some pilots to research the action for this, and you don't get 0G by a plane just falling, right? Which is what a lot of people would think. If a plane is just falling and people are inside it, they just fall to the front of the plane and stick to the wall. The way you get variable G is like the plane was essentially doing this. And in that little area where it's between up and down is where you get 0G. So I talked to the pilots, and the way to do that is you have a plane that's coming apart, engines are being ripped off and wings, while at the same time the autopilot is on, and the autopilot always tries to get the nose up and level.
There's a weightlessness and an auto-correction that happens, which is going to play out throughout the sequence, because those are the things that actually happen.
This allows us to have this sort of really complicated mind fuck of a fight inside that.
The C-5 sequence is amazing. Tim went in with his previous team and just spent months and months working on that.
We motion captured a bunch of the action, and off of that motion capture, then we have a digital animatic version of a previs that Tim constantly refines.
When you see the animation come forward about all these people being thrown up and down in a plane that's crashing, it was so much different from the other pieces that you'd seen on other movies.
Trying to remember where gravity is not usually something you have to worry about as a filmmaker, and especially if you shoot out of order. It's like, okay, so the plane is rotating, which means gravity is going to be pushing them against this wall. We're also going down, which means gravity is going to be going down. And we're also about to shift direction. So it's a lot of stuff to kind of take into account where the orientation of that plane is. And it was by far the hardest thing to choreograph and figure out. So as you guys are coming to the bottom of the stairs, she starts this turn here, and it'll throw you sort of down and into that wall there. That'll put Danny here. That'll send Linda going this way. That'll send Arnold hanging for a beat there, and then as the plane rights itself, it's going to go up this way.
If just one thing is off, if the hair is not in the right direction when someone's going up or someone's going down, the hair's going one way or doesn't look right.
Neil Corbell, who is a special effects genius who has built the gimbal on this, has made it great for stunts to kind of figure things out on that set piece.
Tim wanted 0G moments in the crashing plane, and one of the ways I thought that we could achieve that would be to rotate the whole set. So we had to determine what size set we needed, and a real sort of C-5 Galaxy's 120 to 140 feet long. We couldn't obviously build all of that, so we built 60 foot of it, and we can stick a blue screen at one end to give us the depth that we need.
It is a gimbal that is over 80 tons of steel. It is a mammoth piece of engineering, and we built a C-5 inside of it.
It's probably one of the biggest rigs I've built. It revolves 360 degrees and tilts 10 degrees either way. It's the world's biggest washing machine. This has taken us 5-6 months to design and another 5 to 6 months to build it. So it's been quite a long project.
Action on the rig.
The C-5 battle was one of our really challenging battle sequences, and there's just a huge mix of live action and digi-doubles and lots of effects mixed in.
The Rev 9 is able to wrap up the T-800's arms while they're grappling, and the T-800 just pulls out of his flesh, and we see the mechanical arm underneath.
There's a huge amount of VFX, and so the process is Julian and Tim will sit down and they'll cut the sequence, and then they'll come to me and they'll say, okay, well, these are the VFX that we need to enhance this and bring our vision out. So for instance, there's a huge tear on the side of a C-5 plane from the collision, and so we have to add that hole in the side of the plane and extend it. And so there's a massive amount of work within that, but hopefully it goes unnoticed.
This whole fight in the C-5 ends with them getting into this Humvee that's rigged for a parachute drop while Arnold holds the Rev 9 off. and they bail out. When it bails out, the parachutes aren't deployed, and they're in free fall. And Grace, being the super soldier that she is, she climbs outside and releases the parachutes and saves everybody.
We're getting ready to train Mackenzie to do the flight for the falling Humvee sequence here in beautiful Budapest. The camera's inside looking out, okay, and you settle in front of everybody, and then you whip yourself around to the side.
It's gonna be a tiring couple of weeks. We are shooting a scene on wires outside of a Humvee where I'm holding onto it as it plummets down to earth. It's very fun to swing about up there and a little painful. Linda Hamilton, Natalia Reyes, they have just been pushed out of a C-5 that was also plummeting down to earth. And now we're trying to open well, really me, I'm doing a lot of the legwork. Open the parachutes so that they can land safely on the edge of a dam.
This is for our high-speed winch system, so I'm able to actually fly her with this remote. And it's kind of fun. It's nice to be able to go up and down easily, so no counterweights for us today.
I'm really jealous. I would love to do that. You'll see it. It's so cool. Linda and I are going to be inside just moving like crazy. So this is a roller coaster today.
Behind me is the set of the spillway, and we have huge waterfall effects and also spray effects as well. The other way we have it's the same scene, and we have a 6-axis motion base with a Humvee on, so at the moment it's in its horizontal position. When we get the actors in, we can raise it up 90 degrees, so it's vertical, and we can do all the close-up stuff on here with the actors, keeping them nice and safe. And on the other side, we can do the big stunts and wider shots to show the scale of what we're trying to do.
Do you see this Humvee over here? You see all this shit? Just fucking insane. Look at this. This is the biggest thing that I've ever been a part of by a long shot. These cranes are giant. That sequence there, I'm personally very, very excited. I like all the sequences, but I really like that sequence.
The minute that they hang you upside down, you feel nauseated.
Linda's having so much fun. She loves water parks, so...
I love sharing water. I do. Jump on in.
Come in. So much fun.
You have this big underwater sequence where the Humvee is tumbling, being washed down the river, while this Terminator is coming after them to kill him. It's pretty fucking cool.
For the underwater sequences, they did a lot of tank work where the actors were actually in an underwater environment. There's no way to replicate the authenticity of the actors actually doing it. So we really appreciated that they were willing. So we got fantastic plates to start with, and then from there we're just kind of augmenting and creating this very turbulent river environment that's around them.
The Humvee underwater sequence was shot on a huge blue screen stage, and then all of the exterior has been created in a digital environment to make it feel like they're under this huge body of water.
We actually got to do 2 underwater sequences, both the Sarah and Danny underwater and then the Terminators underwater fighting each other. And those were really fun because Tim wanted to play it very murky and very dark, and yet these eyes punctuate out of the darkness, and it's very creepy, and I think it elicits everything that the original Terminator film did in terms of who these characters are.
He's going to swim up against the windows, and that's what he's going to punch, and then we have big visual effects as the blades coming through. It's going to be badass.
You have too much CG effects. I think the audience nowadays, they can see it. It's great to combine visual effects and special effects together, and I think that the more you can mix it up and you keep the audience guessing, the better it is.
Okay, I just want to say a few words because it's the last day. I want to say thank you very much. I'm very much aware of every single person here, of how much work that you put in to make this movie become a reality. It doesn't matter if it is wardrobe, if it is makeup, if it is hair, if it is stunt coordinating, stunt people. To me, the success of the movie is the hundreds of people that worked together and slaved away for months and months and months. So I just want you to know how much I appreciate all of your work. We love you. This was extraordinary. Thank you very much for all your work. Thank you.
Woo!